Hello, I'm Mr. Snapper.
And I'm Red Snapper. And welcome back to Project Nutmeg! These guys, I swear.
Well, they get along really well.
Yeah, most of the time they get along really well.
Yeah.
She just had her tongue in this baby's ear.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it smells like Fritos.
We have a vacation coming up. Exciting for us. But the big question mark is for the pups.
Yep. We used to board Buster, Coca, and Nutmeg at Dogtopia. Or we mixed in a family sitter when we had one in town. But our Dogtopia closed unexpectedly earlier this year.
And that is a problem because now we have 3 dogs again. 2 of whom, Chowder and Pepper, have never experienced both of us being gone at the same time for more than a few hours. I mean, we've disappeared to take Nutmeg to agility, or we'll go to the store, or run errands, or we did a show.
That's right, we had a gig. Mm-hmm. So we started weighing our options, and let's just say none of them are cheap or easy. And I gotta be real honest with you, I like cheap and easy. Well, that sounds bad.
It is what it is. Option 1, a house sitter. Someone comes to stay with the dogs overnight and then they visit during the day.
The upside, the dogs stay in their home environment. Downside, it is really expensive. And the sitter, for the services that we've found so far, they're not there 24/7. So there are still gaps in supervision. The one that we were looking at is just simply overnight. They basically arrive in the evening, they spend overnight, so they feed the dogs late at night dinner, feed them early morning breakfast, and then they peace out for the rest of the day.
Unless you pay for that extra drop by for them to come in the middle of the day to check on them and let them out.
But otherwise, you're basically paying someone else to do Airbnb at your house and feed your dogs.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it amounts to.
Yeah.
And the going rate, as far as I can tell, seems to be in the Dallas area, seems to be like $15 an hour, which is probably reasonable, but if you're talking about at least 12 hours, that adds up.
And there's an upcharge per dog, which, it makes sense. There are more mouths to feed. There are more to keep an eye on.
Right. One of the services we were looking at as well, they'll like tidy your house as well. So they do more than just watch your dog. They'll do little things around the house as well. But anyway, that's having someone here. We would have someone hanging out at our house most of the time, which is, if you're concerned about the security of your home while you're away, having someone there is, a nice deterrent for someone trying to break into your house. I mean, we also have
a security
system. So.
But yeah, it can be comforting to have someone stay in your home.
Yeah, absolutely.
And our house isn't really set up for guests to sleep over unless they're family, because you can put family on the couch, on the bean in the living room, on an inflatable bed.
Put them on the floor.
It's fine.
What is it? When we were kids, did you ever have like the we'll make you a pallet?
Yes, the sleepovers make you a pallet, or sleeping bags. Yeah.
I never understood the use of that word, because you always think of pallets as like the wooden things that you like.
Yeah. And
it's just like you just throw a blanket on the floor and there's your bed.
Yeah. And when you're a kid, nothing hurts and you're fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But our bedrooms in our home are occupied with home offices, sewing rooms, and studios.
Right. And Nutmeg absolutely will not let a stranger sleep in our bed. And let's be honest, we're a little icked out by that idea too.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I mean,
whatever.
They need to sleep somewhere, but it is
sleep somewhere, and you're sleeping in someone else's bed when you stay at a hotel. But I don't know, just something about it just seems kind of.
It's uncomfortable to us. To us, and that's okay. And we don't do the guest room thing. We don't set up a guest room for people to stay in our house because we're so busy.
Where would we put it? Put it in the studio. We'll put it right here.
Right here.
That's
and
what
then we'll film it.
We'll trade out this little lounge for a daybed.
Yeah. There you go.
So if you ever see like a brass daybed frame behind us, you know what's happened.
Okay, somebody's staying over, I guess.
Someone's staying over.
We'll just run the camera 24/7 while they're here.
It'd be like the Truman Show, but
but weirder.
But weirder.
What's polished?
Well, if they monetize it, then it might be easier to pay for it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
There you go.
But we're getting off topic here. So that's option one. And option one, if you have friends, they could stay at your house and watch
Sure.
your dogs.
Yeah.
The people that we know have their own dogs, their own lives, their own homes.
Most of them are cat people, too.
That's true. So who is going to come over and hang out at my house and deal with my dogs when they've got their own
We have like
pets at home?
adult friends.
Yes.
That's not something you can't say to someone in their 40s or 50s, hey, you want to just come over and crash at my place and watch my dogs?
You can sleep on the couch.
We did that in college.
Oh, yeah.
We went away for the weekend and we had a friend basically stay over and keep an eye on the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And no biggie.
Right. They were leaving dorm life to hang out at our house.
Yeah.
And they didn't mind sleeping on the couch. Or we did have a spare
We
mattress.
did actually have sort of a guest room.
Yeah. But our lives are a bit more established now. And the older
set in
you
our
get, the more others become established and set
Yeah.
in their lives. So asking somebody, could you stop your life and come over to...
It's hard enough to get a ride to the airport.
That's, yeah.
Never mind having someone crash at your place and watch your dog for a week.
Yes.
Okay, so that's option one.
Yeah.
Pay someone to stay at your place, play Airbnb, and watch your dogs.
Yes. Option two for us would be a small home-based daycare. So our dogs would stay in someone else's house with a few other dogs.
Right, so it's not like an official day camp / boarding situation. It's someone who basically opens their house to people to bring their dogs by.
Right.
Right. That sounds cozier, but it wouldn't be someone we know well. We don't know the space, the routines, or how escape-proof the yard is. And Pepper is very small and very squirmy.
And nervous. Her foster offered for her to stay with her at any time, but we'd still have to figure out what to do with the other two.
Pepper's foster is amazing, and I'm sure she'd be great with any of our dogs. But that's quite the undertaking. She also lives outside of Dallas, so that's a drive when we're trying to manage travel.
We've had to do the thing where we drop the dogs off the day before we travel and then pick them up the next day because of flight times, and I know you're not a fan.
I'm not. I love it when we go on adventures together, but I want the dogs when we get home. I'm very impatient. I hate having to wait to pick them up, and I want to get them the same day we get home. And that's why and drop them off the same day we leave. That's why we scheduled our return flight early in the day. It's
Yeah. That way we can be with them.
Well, and again, easy and cheap, it's an added expense. So if your flight arrives later in the day and it's past the point where you can pick up your dog, then they have to stay an extra night, which is an extra added expense that you don't really need.
Yeah, an extra financial expense, and there's the stress of it all.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you return to work the day after you return.
Right.
So you've got to pay to leave the dog there until...
You can pick them up in the afternoon sometime. Yeah.
You
Early
can
evening.
negotiate some kind of like a late lunch or a long lunch or an early leave to go fetch.
I just want to keep it easy and cheap. Drop the dogs off the same day you fly out, pick the dogs up the same day you fly in.
Whenever possible, absolutely.
Yeah.
Option 3 is to find a new boarding facility, a professional space with overnight staff and secure enclosures.
It can be pricier than some of the other options, certainly pricier than just having your nephew watch the dogs. But you've got people on site around the clock, trained staff, and there's no chance of a pup slipping through a fence.
Yeah, we actually visited a local boarding facility as part of our research, and we'll share that experience too.
The downside is that you have to worry about their lobby hours for drop-off and pickup.
Coca and Bus loved going to camp and sniffing other dogs, so these three might enjoy the extra vacation time away from us and with other dogs.
Oh, thank God. We get a vacation too. I want my dogs when I want my dogs.
Truth. Worrying about the lobby hours is difficult for us. Even it costs more money. Cheap.
Costs more money.
Easy.
It can. Does it cost more than having someone stay in your place is the question, though. Like, that's the question, like, and what are you getting for the value? So there's the ease and the comfort of having someone just come to your house and watch your dog. But then there's also a certain ease and comfort to knowing that they're in a secure, safe place. And what is the price difference between paying someone for their time for basically 24/7 care? That's what we want in your house versus 24/7 care in either a full-size, full-scale boarding facility or like the home boarding thing, like you mentioned.
Right. And how many people are in the home boarding? How much does it cost? Is it indeed cheaper and easier?
Yeah.
Or is it not? They would have concierge care, you would guess, because they'd be with someone the whole time.
The thing about boarding as well, and it hasn't been a problem for us, but there is a concern about the other dogs. You don't know what the other dogs are. You never know what's going to trigger a dog and cause an argument between dogs. And we've, at boarding places, we've taken the dogs in the past. We've come in while the manager was having a conversation with the dog owner explaining, your dog was bitten by another dog. We've overheard that conversation at a boarding place in the past. So it does happen.
Well, and we've been on the receiving end of Coca's a bit rowdy.
Yeah, we've been on Coca was a bit rowdy.
Coca's a bit rowdy.
She could be rowdy.
So she would get very excited about dogs and maybe not understand limits.
Yeah. So
we'd been there before.
There's that concern as well. Are my dogs going to get along with the other dogs, basically?
Yeah.
So there are concerns. There are problems. There are concerns, and there are benefits all around. You have to balance the cost versus the risks, all of that stuff.
And what's right for you, cheap and easy, and your spoiled, bratty dogs who live in the lap of luxury.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you
might not be right for some.
Takes different strokes to move the world. So, which option did we choose for our vacation?
We'll tell you that and how it went after our trip.
Cliffhanger! We hope that we're making the right choice.
Stay tuned. And if you have a favorite vacation setup for your dogs, tell us about it in the comments.
I guess it's entirely possible there's like a fourth option we're not thinking about, like, I don't know, take the dogs with you.
There are people who do that. They will
do.
But where we're going and what we're doing, we can't.
Can't really.
We can't. But we would love to hear from you. We're always learning from fellow dog parents.
Yep.
Please be sure to like, subscribe, and boop that bell for notifications.
And you'll see us next time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.